Thank you for joining us once again, and welcome back to our coverage of the 2024 RPM Australian Disc Golf Championships. This is Park Media. I'm Jason Wiedner, and I'm joined by a man who's not only back in the commentary seat next to me, but he's back in terms of his disc golf career. Matty Faz, how are you, Matty?
Yeah, good, Jason. No one happier than my sponsor. Now that I'm back pumping out those 840 rounds.
Is it a Physio Cream sponsor? Or?
I wish. It would save me a lot of cash.
As we roll in, and tell us about how they ended as we start the final round. Matty, how are the scores looking?
Yeah, it's tight at the top here, Jace. Dave Perry with a 2-stroke advantage over Blake Houston and Thomas Gilbert. And then Australia's reigning champ, Luke Bayne, 11 under. Very much in the hunt and looking to go back to back.
Yeah, as we roll straight into hole one, it's a par 5. It's halfway to Satan, and it's so called because of its 333-metre length. There's a Mando halfway down. Players throwing out over OB. It's a rough start, Matty.
Yeah, and it's gradually gotten more difficult over the course of the 3 days, playing at 1.2 over par. Just
Yoicks.
a slog.
And we can report there's been another birdie today.
There's been more than one on this one. I don't want to give too much away just yet, but we will shout out the fellas who got what is...
Let me guess. Was it Austin D'Alessandro?
I'll have to get back to you on that one, Jace.
As we look at a proud Victorian and flying aceman, our leader, Dave Perry, who currently holds a 2-shot lead. See if he's going to try and pinch off more today. Oh, he's caught the tree on the way through.
Ooh, shaky start there for our leader.
It's not the start he wanted.
We see Blake House in the background there, warming up, loosening up the joints.
It's not often you'd see Dave Perry not having the power for something.
Nah, he's he's never won a big one. So
no, he hasn't. He hasn't.
I would hazard a guess and say the nerves are at peak at the moment.
They would be. They would be, and this is one that he wants, I reckon, Matty. He's come close many times.
Yeah, with the myriad of sparring partners he's up against here, Blake being one of them, and of course Luke, and taking a scalp like Thomas Gilbert and winning your first major would be something special.
Absolutely, but he's going to have to try and take it off this young kid as well, as Blake Houston tees off with his end of a disc. Discraft disc. That's a fine in many languages, I think. And he goes long and over that far side of the fairway. Hopefully he's not too pinched off. But hasn't this guy put on a show for us so far?
Yeah, and he looks like he's copied Blake Houston with those shoulder rolls.
And look at the shirt he's sporting today. It's an Australia shirt. He's trying to confuse us.
I think it's just a show of good sportsmanship.
It's the Paddy Robinson jersey, actually, from the recently played Woof Doof World Teams event.
And it fits him well. Maybe we could repatriate him. Make him one of our own.
I'm sure I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I think he doesn't like the flies, though.
As he gets one turning
out. It does.
Wow, that's a long way. Don't forget he's got that Mando to play through, so you don't want to get too far over on that drive.
No.
And this man needs no introduction, but he's going to get one anyway. Reigning Australian National Disc Golf Champion.
And
chalk-loving Luke Bayne.
Yeah, the patented bag spank. You're not going rock climbing, Luke. Just lay off the white stuff, mate. No,
he's a proud disc golf warehouse representative and a Team Innova representative as well.
Yeah, that Team Innova logo sort of gets lost in the busyness of that shirt, but
As he goes
Pretty
high.
nose up.
It's very nose up.
I hope it's got the push. Yeah, that's the best spot of the bunch, I dare say.
It is. It is. As you can see, the Mando trees just up in the distance there, the two white signs.
Yeah, he's definitely got the most of the Mando to aim at, as we see Dave having to recover now, and he'll be aiming for the mouth of the Mando, throwing 3.
Yeah, he can go for that long gap now. Oh, beautiful. Skipped a little far, but he's made it with ease.
Still a pretty tough par from there, but he's given himself a shot at it.
And Luke just sails his way through the Mando without too much trouble. Did he make it? Oh, yeah, Blake just pushing far side. This is what he's left with.
And Thomas having a pitch to the mouth of the Mando as well. He's in a good spot there, and he might be able to get up for a birdie look from there.
Yeah, so Blake should be able to attack from here. He's got a low ceiling, but he's got the power. Well, he's kept that nice and low. Look at the skip.
I wouldn't say nice and low. Erroneously low.
That's what Dave's looking at. He keeps his low also. And he's headed straight into a bush as well. So this hole continuing to cause trouble for across the weekend, Matty.
That's what it does. Can this get left enough?
That's a pretty nice shot from Luke.
Yeah, circle's edge putt there.
The circle's edge for birdie for Bayne.
Now Thomas to get up and down for his birdie.
Yep. He gets himself to his favourite distance, 6 or 7 metres from the basket.
Yep, he has it on lock. Ooh.
Yeah, and Blake just showing what a little bit of looseness on this hole can cause. Couple of pitch out forehands there, just not going to plan.
No, he's grounded a couple. It's Dave does what Dave does. Okay, Luke. For
Yeah, this is
birdie.
a birdie attempt for Lukey. Yeah, a little bit off that one.
Yeah, didn't have the determination required. And Thomas dealing with a slight headwind here. High left.
Yeah, didn't like that one out of the hand either.
Yeah, day 3, albeit pretty lowly amount of wind, was the windiest of the 3 days. See Dave there with a slight tailwind. Just
And
confirming
as we've mentioned, this is an area of his game that he's worked on really hard, Matty, and it was probably an area that he'd say himself that was letting him down. And luckily I didn't put the curse on him there.
No.
So par for Thomas to start. That's probably his best result for the weekend, I think. I think he's pretty sure he's bogeyed it the first 2 days.
He got the par in round 1.
He did.
But yeah, 3 out of the 30 strong field did card the birdie on hole 1 in round 3. So a quick shout out to Ollie Webb, Austin D'Alessandro.
Yeah, there you go.
3 days in a row.
3 days in a row he birdied this hole.
And Jack Sophonios.
That's what Aussie D does as we get to hole 2. This hole called the Punch of Leonidas, who I understand is a Greek or Roman god.
Yeah, I believe he was in the film 300.
That's right. He was a Spartan.
Yep, that's the one.
OB hard on a left and a Mando tree with that yellow sign and the basket. You can just see that through the tree gap there, around to the right. And Thomas is going with that roller again. It hasn't worked all that well for him so far.
Well, he went roller day 1 and it did this.
Is it going to come back in, though?
No, it will not. And then he opted with the forehand yesterday with relative success. Yeah. Then he went back to the roller.
Yeah, not sure why he went back to it.
Quizzical stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Yeah, Luke sends a forehand around the Mando.
Yeah, another tough hole here, playing at 0.43 over par. This man definitely has the forehand capabilities to reach the basket.
I love watching him play this hole. You. Oh, done it to him that time.
It's 2 holes in a row,
Just a bit
Dave.
skinny. Is he a bit nervous, matey?
Yeah, he's looked shaky off the tee.
And we remember how this man started yesterday. You know, he hasn't started on fire with a par in the first hole, but was it 4 or 5 birdies straight off the bat yesterday?
Yeah, it was 5 in a row. And that one's going to end up in the hazard.
Yeah, he's day 3 nerves for all of our cards so far. So we've had... he didn't miss the Mando, Dave, did he? No, so he's the only one that didn't foul off the tee. Apart from Luke. So from OB is Thomas throwing 3.
So Blake from an out of bounds position, doing what he needed to do there, and Luke with the only birdie opportunity on hole 2.
It's not an easy one. Ooh.
A little too much hyzer there.
Yeah, it just hyzes one up.
Yeah, so only 2 out of the 30 competitors getting the hole 2 birdie. And it goes to the 2 of the Jindy Disc Golf Shop boys, Adam Rigby and Jeremy Carruthers. You'd almost have a forehand that could make this one now.
These days, yeah. We did walk the course during the tournament. And I can tell you I didn't then. But you never know, matey.
Yeah, well, Jeremy would have got there with that weaponized left hand of his as we move along to hole 3, par 3. The hole does ease up a little bit here, pretty short one. Luke likes to take this forehand line, which will have him fading away from the out of bounds green.
A little bit of flex on it.
The more popular line, though, is the backhand over the right side OB.
Oh, Luke. Lovely shot.
Sending a little message here, Luke.
That was a good catch. A good follow flight there from catch cam operator.
Nigel Vogel.
Neil.
My mistake. Neil. Hey, it was in the end family.
It was. You actually only added 1 letter. As Dave parks the basket as well.
You did. Yeah, you're right. The G, smack bang in the middle.
And he goes to a similar spot as well. So, yeah, what are we going to see?
And good shot from Dave there. We can't let that one go unnoticed.
Exceptional.
Considering he's playing with a monkey on his back.
Yeah, monkey on his back. It was an 88-meter Toro. So it has tightened up a little on this lead card. As Blake, being a shot behind, wants to try and stay in touch early.
Yeah.
And that's where you want to putt from, I'd say.
Yeah, no danger of OB for Blake. And 5 meters to deal with.
Lovely. First birdie goes to Blake.
And probably our first star frame of the day, Jace.
Oh, you'd say so, matey. You'd say so. Don't see Thomas missing these.
Doesn't look like he gets a lot of spin on his putt, does he? He sort of just plonks him in there.
Whatever it is, it works.
It's effective. You're right.
He does. You're right though. He does tend to spin them more when they're outside circle. He's a little more lofty. Dave's just getting some pointers on his footing here.
Showing off some of those soccer skills. He grew up playing a lot of soccer, hence the developed hindquarters.
I hadn't noticed.
We've done pretty well not to refer to the peach.
As well. I think that's the latest we've ever gone. So Bayne to finish off a star frame, and we all know he loves this custom. Come on. He's not going to let you get away with it.
As he caresses the chains.
Grabs a fistful and says, come on, boys. There we go.
And the rest of the fellas acquiesce in their shaking.
Hole 4, Matty's favourite, 107 metres that he loves it so much. He's come along to watch the flyover just on your right there. We go over sand scrape. We're gently downhill. A lot of these guys like to go nice and high and spike in, and we could see some ace runs here, Matty.
Yeah, it's the hole for it. It does break my heart not to see them go the straight line through the trees, but each to their own.
Ooh. He's
It's
taking
got a
that
bit of work to
wide.
do, yeah.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah, he just removed one of the monkey paws there.
That is sensational.
Dunstan did not check in.
Dunstan was a chimp.
A monkey, isn't it?
From the monkey family.
From the order Primatia. I don't know. We aren't scientists.
Oh, he's gone long, Thomas. Is he in bounds?
Yeah, I'm not even sure he's going to have a clear putt from there. Oh,
He's
gone
OB. Disappointing for Gilbert there, just trying to harness the power.
Yeah, it must be difficult when you've got a slingshot of an arm like he does.
Yeah, so Blake's come off his a little and just landed his short as a result. As we see Gilbert here putting for 3.
A little trick shot through the trees is required.
No good.
That'll be a bogey for Thomas.
Rims out.
All right, for 2 in a row for Blake. There it is.
Yes, that's looking good, that putt.
And his caddy enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did.
That was a vigorous clap.
And there's another bird for our leader. So he holds on to his 3-shot lead or regains it. All the while in the background, this wily old fox cards another one and moves into outright second. You just cannot write this guy off, Matty.
You can't.
He's a very wily fox, isn't he?
And one of Australia's fiercest competitors. Never
Absolutely. We're 4 down. We're going to 5. It's Dan Poplar's. Par 4, 180 metres. The prettiest hole on this disc golf course, Matty. It's throwing around a... What did you call it? You refer to that body of water as?
I compared it to the La Brea tar pits, and I'm happy to call it the prettiest hole on the course. You just have to disregard the grimy pond water. All right, now Luke's getting aggressive with the forehand play here. This one needs to get forward and not check up.
Good. Oh, it hasn't.
I think that's checked up into the out of bounds.
Oh, he's rolled OB.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows it yet. Good news for our leader here. Star J in hand. He looks to be going a little more conservative with his play.
Yeah, he plays this one generally out just to the centre there, and he gives himself a nice avenue for a backhand in, and that's an easy birdie, Matty. There's really no need for him to do anything different.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to throw overstable putter from there and still make birdie.
Now, is Blake wearing full DGPT uniform? Has he got DGPT socks on as well?
Yeah, you must just be a fan of what they do, and the best players on the planet play on that tour. He's a self-proclaimed disc golf nuffy. So
Thomas goes high.
yeah, taking the route less travelled over the pond there, and that's safe.
Draws a green flag from our spotter. So this is the look that Blake's got a little bit in the way. It looks like he's pushed through. The OB's tight behind the basket, Matty, so you'll generally see them all landing in front.
Yeah, short is the mistake on this upshot, 100%.
And there's that beautiful avenue that Dave gives himself to play up, but he's about 6 or 7.
Ooh, and unwanted skip there that sort of held up and left Thomas with about 8 metres. All right, so Bayne throwing 3 here. Sort of turfs that one into the turf.
He did. It was a turf dog.
It was. Now Thomas for his birdie.
Not happy with his putting at the moment.
No, some hostile self-talk there. I wonder what he said.
I don't think we could repeat it.
No, we're a family channel. Most of the time.
Oh, well. Saves par, does Luke Bayne. And really heaping the pressure on his young 2 rivals here. Blake Houston and Dave Perry needs this if he wants to stay out in front. Because the boys are coming, Matty.
Yeah, especially Blake, who's about to get the turkey, you'd think.
Ooh. Yes, a little bit of a lean back. But he dumps that link into the basket.
Just the inside rim of that wine glass RPM basket. The helix.
And we see Blake after a share in second place and takes it. He has got DGPT socks on. That's a full out. He couldn't go the shorts as well. So a par for Gilbo there.
Yeah, not one he'll enjoy.
Certainly not. Hole 6, par 4. And when playing this course in between rounds, Matty, as we did, this is one I enjoyed. It's 235 metres. It's uphill. And it ends there. And it starts again here. Placement is important. You got OB on the left. Natural OB on the right. They call this one the boundary rider because it rides the boundary.
Yeah, that left side OB is the most dangerous, especially today. The players are dealing with a right to left wind. Dave throwing a really nice shot there, correcting on the mistakes of yesterday.
That was a nice shot.
Blake will be lining up something flippy here, knowing how he plays.
A little too flippy.
Little too flippy. It may have got pushed down by that right to left wind. And
It's a tough place to play your second from because does he push for the island?
here's the play I like off the tee with this wind currently. Flex one over on the forehand. Ride that wind. Skipped off Blake's disc. Perfect position there for Luke.
And roller from Thomas. He buggered it right up yesterday, so let's see how he gets it today.
Oh, I'm loving this.
It's good. Oh, it's still going. Yeah. Oh, jeez. They just keep going, don't they?
That is so far.
That
I got
is,
there in maybe 3 shots to that hump.
We were there for 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. At least 2. That is impressive.
Blake pushes for it. Does he creep over that tall grass?
That may have got knocked into the OB. He's wondering. We're wondering.
We're all wondering. He wandered in teapot stance.
Yeah, and a little firebird there for Luke. Just playing for position. He'll settle for a par now. If he can make good on the upshot.
So Dave looks like he's taking a forehand route this time. You can just see the basket through those two trees there.
It's a lot of
That
highs.
needs to come back.
Should get some knockdown from the wind.
Ooh.
He's on the
Puff of
island.
dust.
He's on the island.
He's
yes.
on there.
Now, what's that, about 60 metres?
Oh, Thomas.
That had to have been at least a 170 metre roller up that
Yeah,
hill.
it was big. Up a hill too. Ooh, just inside said boundary is Luke Bayne. So Blake did get to the island.
There's Luke for par. Oh, little reset. I'll let it go. Bad chalk bag.
Oh, was it a good reset though, Matty?
I would have liked to know why he did it, but Thomas,
Just didn't feel right.
with a rare birdie opportunity.
Yes, here he is. So, can he get himself back on track here? He's hasn't been at his best this morning, but he's still well in touch.
Yeah, and he was one of only two people to grab the birdie on hole 6 on day 3. The other person there,
Was Dave Perry?
that man right there. That's
By
why they-
process of elimination, I worked that one out. So a bogey for Bayne there. And a par for Blake Houston.
You're a detective, Jason. Hole 7, par 3. Shelob's Lair. Big hyzers will be mostly what you see from the boys here. You want to get it pushing far of the basket and then sort of hooking up around the back.
Yep. Into the lair from the rear.
That looks
That's
high,
got that
but-
stalling out nicely, if it is it.
Oh, he got the distance
Yep.
to that height. That's remarkable. Let's see how high Thomas elects to throw. And who was that carrying that massive umbrella, Jace?
I didn't see, but I can only assume it's probably Simon Tanner. I'll never forget Simon Tanner.
No.
Oh, he's nearly bounced in
He's almost banked that one.
off the trees. Yeah, we're going to reverse park to that one. And that is really high.
Yeah, glidey high as a throw.
Oh, I was playing a bit of plinko down the tree trunk there, wasn't it? I thought I was watching Tipping Point for a while there.
Love Grant Denyer. Wait, no, it's not Grant
Todd
Denyer.
Woodbridge.
It's Todd Woodbridge.
He was about to win a trip to the Maldives then, Thomas. Blake, nice.
I should stop trying to talk about Australian television show hosts. Hasn't worked well for us on this coverage. All right, Luke.
What can Luke Bayne do? Can he enter the lair? No, he can't. That's rejected, Matty, as they say.
Denied at the last. Yep.
No, Dave, he's got a pretty open look at it.
Now, this would be a statement punt. This time, this part of the tournament, this distance. Let's see what he's got.
Can he do it?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, criminy.
Oh, wow.
We just witnessed a crime.
Oh, he'd already started his charge in.
Oh, that's highway robbery.
That is heartbreaking. And he still has the nerve to smile about it, though.
I mean, if you don't laugh, you cry in that
Jeez,
situation.
he would have pushed out to just about an unassailable lead at that point, Matty. That could have been the tournament in the bag. As Bayne somehow finds a way through about 3 trunks. Is
Yeah,
that
I
gonna
mean-
is that gonna be a pivotal point in this
It
tournament?
really could be. Imagine what that would do to your psyche. And Blake,
Yeah, allows this man to take a birdie and take one off the lead.
I wouldn't say he's applying the blowtorch just yet, but he's definitely turned it on.
Yep. You've seen what he can do here. I mean, another drop in birdie for Thomas, so he's not going away either. And they're hunting. So Dave Perry is the hunted here, Matty,
He is.
as he drops it in the basket for the second time. We move on to hole 8, which is a par 3, 95 metres. It's a forehand play. Most of this card, I would suggest, would have it. Over the top of the tree is the go, that big tree right in front of us. Big hyzer. Hill slopes up, and that looks pretty good from Thomas. Yeah, exactly where he's put it yesterday.
Yeah, pretty gettable one here, playing 0.1 under par for the round. This man certainly has the juice to get there with the forehand.
Yeah, there's OB encroaching behind, only about 5 or 6 metres behind the basket, so it's a particular shot.
Hits that ideal gap.
Oh, lovely.
Lays down the gauntlet for Dave.
Yeah, it's just not a difficult shot for these guys, is it?
Shouldn't be for this guy. But pressure's a funny thing.
Oh, he's left that short.
Yeah, uphill into a slight headwind with the elevated basket. I wouldn't call it an easy putt. As we see a great shot of the tee there and basket. Shout out to our cameraman Kyle Herbertson doing a body of work this weekend in the heat. And that's way short.
Yeah, a
Luke.
little nose up there from Luke Bayne as it rolls down the hill, and that's what he's left with, unfortunately.
Does he have a highlight in him?
Oh,
Oh, he wanted it.
he almost did.
He needs to play aggressive at this point.
Yeah, now this to keep the foot on the throat of the people behind him or coming at him. Dave. A birdie.
Oh, maybe that spit out's in his head.
But the other guys have got to make him pay for that, matey. Oh, Bayne. That is a very, very rare mistake we've seen from Luke Bayne.
And jeopardizes his spot on the podium.
Thomas says, I'm not going away.
The vultures are circling here.
They are.
Circling the carcass of Dave's last 2 putts.
The
Makes good on-
flea-blown carcass.
And Blake for outright second.
Does so and takes it down to 2 shots with 1 hole to go on this front 9. Luke Bayne, an unfortunate bogey, puts him right back at 6 off the pace as we go to hole 9. They call this one load up, Matty, because you can really just load up, whether it be a roller or just sending one out to the right. Got to get there around this Mando tree and up onto the famed cattle loader of Molong, Matty.
Yeah, and you can see some of the people there setting up a little spot to spectate. Fun hole to watch throw. Just get to see these guys go full blast. And
And look at this, off it goes.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's pretty good.
That sets up for a birdie play.
That's got him right down to the Mando. Blake's traditionally just been flexing one out like that, just riding the hill, matching the angle.
Full
Gee,
flight,
that's
high as a
nice to
flip.
watch, isn't it, Matty?
And again, Dave challenged here with 2 pretty decent shots. One excellent,
Well, we saw him throw a roller yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, does he like that? Or
I
he's
wouldn't say the roller's a go-to for Dave, so he opts with the air shot today and lands it pretty flat. It's short. I'm not sure he'll have the power to get to the cattle loader from there. And Luke with a seldom
Luke Bayne with a
roller.
roller,
Party time for Luke.
as that shirt would suggest.
Yes. Yeah, Shotty doesn't throw too much, but pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, it's a good result. Now Dave will be first off. There's the Mando tree with a white flagpole next to it. As he sails around, and that's a pretty good effort at it.
Yeah.
That's really good from Dave. That is a big hyzer from down there. That's uphill as well.
Yeah, it is, and he's put himself to about 7 meters. Luke with his Firebird. Yeah, just a little far back of the dog leg there, and doesn't have the power Dave does.
No, you're not going to get the movement if you don't give it the air, Matty.
No.
This guy's got the power.
That looks thin.
Ooh, if it made it, it was only just.
Is that OB?
I think he's still in there. Very tight OB, not sure.
Look at
Yeah,
Thomas with a standstill.
quite an easy approach as he attempts to load his bovine. So Luke needs to stay in touch here. Ooh. I don't like it, Matty.
I don't like it either.
A layup from Luke Bayne. That last bogey's just got right inside his head.
Maybe. You'd think he'd be going for everything being
So
in the
Thomas,
position he's in.
Yeah, so Thomas to keep the pressure on.
Oh,
He
no
slams
way.
it. Stop. Oh, it's unloaded again.
It's not what it was built for.
I think they did use it for unloading as well as loading.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's unraveling here.
Oh, youch. Not good for Thomas.
David Perry must be doing backflips inside.
Well, he's got the opportunities, Matty. You've got to take him.
Great
Blake hits
birdie
a
from
nice
Blake.
birdie putt, and he stayed in bound there, so... He goes to 16 under.
Yeah, Blake there. One of only 4 players to card the birdie on the day.
And disappointing, as we see the disappointment for Thomas Gilbert for that bogey. And it'll be a par for Luke Bayne.
And we forgot to mention it, but Jack Safinios with the hole-in-one on hole 7. Just
Wowee.
before we finish this front 9, Jace. Well done, Jackie boy.
Yeah, so, geez, we saw an end to that front 9, and we've got Dave Perry still out in front, only by a shot over the young gun, Blake Houston. Thomas Gilbert, 3 back from him on 13, and Luke Bayne on 11 under, but the big mover, Matty, is Jade Brady into equal 4th position.
Yeah, and Blake going 6 from the last 7 and really, really applying the blowtorch now. Dave can feel the heat.
You certainly can, and we can feel the heat in this commentary box as we have 9 holes to go in the Australian Disc Golf Championships for 2024 out at Molong, and we hope you'll come back and join us for the final 9 of this championships. I've been Jason Wiedner.
I've been Matty Faz.
And until you do, we hope next time you get out there and park it.